All right, y'all. So I'm looking crazy because I've been crying and I'm in a lot of pain, kind of. I say kind of because it's like it's coming and going. And so I didn't have a period for like all of November. Like I didn't have a period. Normally my periods are regular. Didn't have a period all of November, and then in December somebody told me that if you drink Guinness, it makes your period come down. So I drank Guinness, the beer, and it came within the hour. So I was like, okay, cool. So December 16th, I got my period. But then, bear with me because I'm gonna get to why I'm hurting in a minute. Then I was bleeding for 3 weeks. So I went. I went to ER because I was feeling lightheaded and stuff, and I was like, okay, I've been bleeding too long, I'm weak, maybe I'm like anemic or something. So I went to ER. They started me on birth control to stop the bleeding and regulate my hormones. And so as much as I've never wanted to go on birth control, pills or shots, I did it. I always felt like, yes, for most people, birth control is fine and they come off it and they have kids just fine. But I know I want more kids in the future. And I don't want to, throw off my body's chemistry or my body's, like my hormones and stuff. I don't want to throw off my system, my reproductive system in any way that, with that stuff. Because some people really mess themselves up with that birth control stuff and then they can't have kids. Not everybody, I realize it's maybe the chance is slim, but we always say, oh, there's a risk with this, there's a risk with that, but it won't be me. The risk is like 1%, but it won't be me, and then it'll be you. I had an IUD before, and they always say, oh, this could happen, that could happen, da, da, da. Oh, it won't be me, it was me. So I had issues with it before. I did not want to get a new one. I went in for a follow-up today with OBGYN about the bleeding. Of course, she suggested, oh, I'm sorry, breathing is just the easiest way for me to deal with this type of pain. It's kind of like contractions, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that. It's not like regular period cramps. Like when I was in labor, I felt my contractions in my cervix, like, and it's sharp. But anyway, so when you get an IUD, it hurts. Like it wasn't this painful before. I just had, some cramping and a little bleeding. But this time I was extra sensitive for whatever reason. And then on top of that, she wanted to do a biopsy of my uterus so they could test and make sure, I don't have, a bunch of other stuff going on. As to trying to find out, what's going on with that bleeding. Why was I bleeding like that for so long? Ugh. And it happened before about 2 years ago, and it resolved on its own. Well, not on its own. I did some natural things, but doctors don't believe in that. So she was like, the birth control they started you on, I don't want you to be on that for long because you have a history of pulmonary embolism in your family. Your mom had it. I don't want to run the chance of you having blood clots, this, that, and the third. You should try the IUD. I told her I didn't want to. She was like, I'm not going to push you, but you let me know what you want to do. In my mind, I was just like, I tried to convince myself, like, okay, like, look, you're going to be good. You're going to be straight. Don't worry about it. Just let's get these hormones back in line. Let's get these periods regulated. Let's get you good. Because she's saying that the way me losing weight is probably what's throwing off my hormones, which is crazy because I had just said that. I just said that the other day. So, and it probably is that, especially with me kind of yo-yoing Because anytime that I really put my mind to losing weight, I lose it. Like, I can really lose weight pretty consistently and pretty quickly. But for me, it's like keeping it off, and consistency is the issue for me. So there's that. Oh my God, before she even started, when she just put the speculum in and opened me up, it hurt so bad. I thought she was already starting the process and doing everything. She was like, I haven't done anything yet. Is it okay if I go ahead and do the numbing shot? I don't know what she numbed, because I feel it. But maybe, I don't know. So, yeah. So when she did the biopsy, that hurt so bad. When she did put the IUD in, that hurt so bad. So, yeah. Calm down a little bit, but it's still very painful. I was crying. And I didn't expect for it to be that bad. I don't know why I was so sensitive, but I was. So here we are. And I'm gonna call Prince back. And maybe I'll get y'all an update later. I'm gonna go home and lay down. I'm glad. See, God knew what he was doing when he didn't let nobody book me today. Cause between the hot water being out at the salon, the gas leak, and God bless my clients. So I'm glad that I do get to just go home and lay down, because definitely if I had clients booked all day, I would cancel them right now. It's that bad. And anybody that knows me knows I try my damnedest not to inconvenience my clients and cancel appointments, but they would have been canceled today. So I'm glad that they hadn't booked, and I'm gonna try my best. I've been sitting here for a cool minute. I couldn't even get it together enough to do this. I could barely talk. I called Prince, so I could talk to him, kind of tell him what happened, and I knew he would kind of calm me down. But yeah, even he was like, no, don't drive, just sit there and relax. So I'll be back. I'll let y'all know how I feel later.